The Binance Smart Chain is capturing huge value and bringing DeFi to its millions of users. And it does this at a fraction of the cost of Ethereum, which is now becoming a whale's game. With the meteoric rise of Pancake Swap, we're looking for the next one to really blow up, and that's potentially Bake. So in today's video, we're looking at Cake, Bake, and Berry. We're going to go through all of these, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing on the Binance Smart Chain right now. If this is your first time to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you haven't used Binance Smart Chain before, come and check out this video down here. It will take you through how to set up your MetaMask to make it compatible with the BSC network. And if you want to join our private community, check out the links to Patreon down below. So starting here with Binance Coin, BNB is absolutely flying right now. And if you needed an invite to alt season, just check out this chart. When things go vertical, you are officially in alt season. So 1 month ago, Binance's market cap was around $6.5 billion. Today, over $24 billion. $18 billion worth of value has been accrued to the market cap of BNB in 1 month, which is absolutely insane. So my plan of action here with the BSC stuff is to just increase my BNB holdings. I don't see any reason why during this year we don't see Binance market cap over 100 billion, and we're going to be pushing towards a $1,000 BNB price point. So the aim of the game really is to stack BNB, as that is a less risky asset compared to some of the more risky assets that we look today across the Binance Smart Chain network. Remember, Binance has a quarterly token burn. We are halfway through the first quarter. So by the end of March, we will see a token burn. The last one was over 3 million Binance tokens burned. So this one's probably going to be a lot more than that during what is its busiest period in history. So I want to start here with Berry. This was the IFO that took place a couple of days ago on Pancake Swap. Now, Pancake Swap has seen a lot of value, not only to its TVL, but also its token. Pancake's Cake now over $13, new all-time high again today, market cap over 1.4 billion. And so the IFO was inevitably heavily oversubscribed. Berry being in an oracle as well on the BSC network, ticking some awesome narratives. One of the guys in our Patreon got involved with this IFO. I did sit this one out. And so let's share with you the data from that. So through this IFO, there were 2 million Berry available, and you had to provide liquidity tokens, so LP tokens for the Cake BNB pool, and then you could submit these and in return receive the Berry token. Total raise was just $1 million, but as you can see, the target was actually obliterated, and over 18,000% was actually submitted. So that means a total value of $181 million for a $1 million raise. So Vic actually submitted $6,000 worth of LP tokens to this, but it was actually dished out proportionally. So when you had $181 million worth of LP tokens submitted and just a $1 million raise, that means it was over 18,000% oversubscribed. And so the calculation is as follows. Because this was a proportional distribution, the $6,000 equated to 0.562% of that total, the total submitted LP tokens. And so he received 62 Berry. All the LP tokens that aren't used in the raise are then returned to the providers of these tokens, so he would have had the vast majority of his tokens back. But this just goes to show how heavily oversubscribed this was and how much interest there is on the Binance Smart Chain network for this kind of initial token offering, or initial flip offering as this one's called. So that was just 2 days ago. And the syrup pool here, so if you go to pools on the left hand side and you see the syrup pools, you can stake your cake to earn or farm some of these tokens, and Berry was immediately launched on there. So over the last 2 days, I've accrued just over 4 Berry, and that's with a total of 879 cake staked. So these are the figures. Berry is now up to $19.52. My 24-hour earnings are 1.9 Berry, so that is roughly $35 US for some context. However, previously I was staking cake to earn more cake in this pot here, but because cake is now over $13 and I was actually earning roughly 3 cake per day, that would mean I would be gaining $39.42. So I did shift over to Berry to try and maximize gains, and even though Berry's been on a tear, Cake has done the same. Cake's just been flying up and up and up. So I would actually be better off returning my Cake tokens to the Cake pool instead. However, this has gone through a major parabola here, over 1500% in 30 days. So I don't expect this to continue growing as quickly as it has been. And so I'm looking for other opportunities to diversify into, as I've made a lot from my Cake thus far. So what I'm going to do is de-risk some of my Cake. I will unstake them from that Berry pool in just a moment, but I'm going to take some Cake and put them into the new play, which is Bake. I've already got my feet wet with a bit of Bake, but what I'm going to do is take a percentage of my total Cake and swap them into Bake now, as I believe this one could go on the kind of run that Cake has just been on and maybe produce a 10x for us. So I want to de-risk a little bit, have my foot in a different camp as well, and hopefully see some major upside on Bakery Swap token. So as a comparison, Cake with a $1.4 billion market cap, and then Bake has a market cap which would be around 140 million, as there's 144 million circulating and it's around 90 cents in price. So 10% of the total value of Cake token, and so I believe it has some room to grow. So Bobby in the Patreon community actually posted this one for us to let us know Bakery Swap was actually having an AMA, and that took place today. And as you can see, they are being actively promoted by Binance, and so the risk of this being a rug pull for me is now 0, and so I'm happy to proceed with entering into the ecosystem of Bakery Swap. They also received this little honor here, which is Star Project of the Week, as voted for by the BSC community. So their numbers are going up, increasing the TVL, increasing their user volume, and increasing their trading volume. And they do a bit more than just swaps and pools. They've also got an NFT exchange inbuilt as well. So an extra string to the bow on top of what Pancake Swap is offering. So this was a snippet from the AMA that took place earlier, and some key things to just draw your attention to. It wasn't a particularly big one, but there were 7 questions asked, and some of the subject matter was on the launchpad that they have. So they have a BSC chain launchpad. So on Bakery Swap also has a launchpad. Users can participate in the release of high quality projects at a low threshold. Currently, Bakery Swap has completed 3 IDOs, and there will be about 3 more IDO projects in the following weeks. So IDO initial DEX offering, essentially a early access or pre-sale to some BSC projects. And Bakery Swap was actually selected as one of the projects funded by the $100 million seed fund of Binance. So it being one of their little babies, I expect it to do very well. And with a $140 million market cap versus Pancake Swap's 1.4 billion, I think there's definitely potential for a mispricing in the market. So let's have a quick run through here. bakeryswap.org is the website. On here you can see my balance. You can also see the number of Bake in circulation. It is an inflationary crypto, as denoted here, rewards per block. They are burning it actively to reduce the overall inflation rate, and so it feels very much like Pancake Swap. We've then got exchange, we've got earning through liquidity provision, we've also got staking, but as you can see, the number of options is less than Pancake Swap's right now. We've also got ETH 2.0 staking using Binance's B Ethereum, and you get rewarded in a Bake on top of that as well. So you can see for staking some wrapped Ethereum into BETH, you can earn up to 67, 51, or 69% APR. They then have an NFT market as well on here, so another string to the bow. They've got the launchpad, and for example, the last one was Shield. That was about 8 days ago. It launched at 3 BUSD, so that's the Binance stablecoins, and it's now currently sat around 14 BUSD per token, so a good return there as well. Over on DeFi Station, it is ranked as number 14 down here, and having looked through quite a few of these, I think it is one of the ones with the greatest potential for growth. And on top of that, tomorrow, or roughly 13 hours from right now, they will have their market launched on the Binance exchange. So they've got a slightly more diverse range of products than Pancake Swap. They haven't got the user numbers yet. They haven't got the TVL yet, but I think they've got good potential here to actually rival the likes of Pancake Swap. The UIs are very similar. Using things on BSC is super intuitive, and if you've used Pancake Swap, you can just use this. It's super simple to do. And so I think it's got a good shot at becoming the next Pancake Swap in general. And as they mentioned within the AMA, they've got more IDOs coming up soon. If they get a few that can really take off, I think we'll see people come and use Bakery Swap and take it a lot more seriously. And so from a risk to reward basis, I'm more than happy to add to my Bake stack in the hopes it can do what Cake has done over the last month. So let me know down below. Do you like the look of Bakery Swap? Does this have potential to maybe close the gap on the market cap of Pancake Swap? I certainly think it has a good shot at doing so. My overall strategy here is to increase my BNB holdings. So anything that can outpace the growth of BNB right now is what I'm looking for and what I will continue to search for and bring to the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and check out my Patreon down below if you want additional access. That is all for today, folks. Thank you and goodbye.